Hey everybody, welcome back to the War Boss Fitch channel. We are here to conclude the Iron Cage. So, not much introduction, you know what we're doing. Let's get down to the killing. Sorry about that, bad focus immediately. So, the first activation is going to be the Defilers into the artillery. So, while they're shooting, one of the whirlwinds is kaput. Now the fists are going to activate this one company that's gone over the wall. Okay, so the company was able to cut down 3 squads of Terminators. So the Iron Warrior Center is going to fire back into that company coming across the top. That many last cannons at such close range deleted the Dreadnought Squadron and then caused mass casualties on the company. And Rogel Dorn and his Terminators are finally just in range to get a charge off. And they absolutely murder the infantry that was in front of them. It wasn't much, but it gets them up the board. This defensive line has decided they're going to fire everything into Dorn and the Flyers. After all the bullets have flown and all the last cannons have fired, the fast mover company is gone, and a few of the Terminators have gone down. Why is my camera doing this today? Alright, moving on. Now the Imperial Fists are going to activate the punished breachers that have been getting picked on this whole game. They're able to remove the heavy weapons team and the Leviathan Dreadnought. Next up, Mortarian's Iron Monstrosity has moved forward, and he's going to fire at the company in the center. And that company ceases to exist. Now, next activation is going to be the Templar Brethren, who are already kind of stuck in, but they're going to go ahead and try to stick in deeper. Now the Templar Brethren get in there doing some more wounds to the Fell Blade. They kill one stand of Terminators, but then the Terminators clap back and kill the squad of Templars. Now the Templar Brethren get in there doing some more wounds to the Fell Blade. They kill one stand of Terminators, but then the Terminators clap back and kill the squad of Templars. 20 dead breachers after these Terminators came in and laid their heavy firepower down on them. We're going to have this line company move forward and engage. With the company's bolter volleys, they're able to take out 2 of the tanks. This defensive line here is going to fire into the Templars. 35 wounds caused to the Templar Brethren. The Imperial Fist Artillery is going to attempt to fire into the Leviathan Dreadnoughts, taking one of the Dreadnoughts down to 5 wounds remaining. The second line company is going to move forward and fire. They were able to move up, take out that wounded Leviathan Dreadnought, and take out 1 stand of Terminators. The heavy mortar team is activated, firing at the Whirlwind Artillery. 1 artillery goes down. Another line company, they're going to move backwards to engage everything that's coming up to them. With no guns in range, they double time it backwards. The Iron Warrior Artillery is going to boom into this company of Marines, taking out 12 of them. This company is going to activate and move forward to assist the Templar Brethren. And because nothing's in range, they've just double timed it forward. Iron Warriors on the rear guard are moving forward. The last line companies move forward, and they've destroyed the 2 tanks on that flank. The Dreadnought Corps is going to fire into the Terminators. 6 of the Terminators go down. And for the last activations, the 2 full companies of Iron Warriors that just showed up in Rhinos are moving forward to get into the fight. Dorn and the Terminators are charging forward again. Dorn and the Terminators are able to wreck all 3 Predators. So the Iron Warriors are going to launch more attacks into the Templar Brethren. The Templar Brethren take 30 casualties from all the fire coming in. Center Line Company is going to move forward and engage the defenses. Okay, the Line Company pushing up, they're able to take a couple of Marines off the walls and 1 more of the Leviathan Dreadnought. The Defilers charge into the back of the artillery, wrecking multiple tanks. The company backing up the Templars is going to move forward and actually back them up. After 100 Marines fired their bolters, they were able to kill 9 Terminators. The Iron Warrior artillery pieces fire off and kill off another 10 Marines in the center line company. Dreadnoughts and their multi-meltas move forward and they're able to knock out the Mastodon. Tired of getting picked on, the center line is going to fire back into the Imperial Fists. 25 Marines go down from concentrated fire. The line company backing up Dorn is opening up. They're able to kill 5 Marines out of the defenses here. 1 squad of Terminators, and take this tank out. Heavy artillery in the corner, or the heavy mortars, fire into the company coming back, are able to take out 10 Marines. That company immediately activates and moves backwards, and are able to take out 1 crabby boy. The Breacher company come under fire, and through some pretty bad rolling, they lose another 10 Marines. Because they're so damaged, I'm going to group those in with the line company behind them, but they've all moved forward and fired and killed 9 Terminators. The big evil crab is going to fire, and in case anyone's wondering, I'm using the rules for an Ordinatus with this, with beam weapons. So it's going to fire across the line here and into that company. It's able to cut through like a beam, hey, and kill 40 Marines. The Whirlwind Artillery decided, hey, we're going to move. And then they fired at the center company and did absolutely nothing. Good job, guys. The Dreadnought's going to open up with their autocannons into this company here. 15 Marines go down. The Iron Warrior defense is over here. The Terminators have gotten out of the Land Raiders and they fire into this company. So this is the end of turn 2, day 2, and we're going to do a flyby. So at the beginning of turn 3, this line company is going to move forward and probably try to bail Dorn out of what he's doing here. The company moves forward and fires, and they're able to take out a couple Terminator squads. So the Iron Warrior company that's coming in from reserve came forward, dropped off, and they're going to fire into this mess. Alright, all the bolter shells fly, and they're able to cut down what was left of the breachers and take some stands off of the line company. Templar Brethren and the line company behind them moved forward. They were able to destroy this tank, but it exploded, taking 40 of the Templars with them. Or 20 Templars, 4 bases. Alright, the defense section that was part of that Feldblade fought back, taking out the last of the Templar Brethren and a few of the line company. The Dreadnoughts and what's left of this company moved forward, and they're able to take out the Terminators that were standing in front of them. The Iron Warriors in this section are activating, and they're lining up a whole lot of last cannons at these unfortunate Dreadnoughts. All those last cannon shots are able to take out the Dreadnoughts, and then the Terminators here are able to knock another 5 Marines out of this company. The line company over here's decided, well, we're screwed anyways, let's go over the wall. They're able to take out about 15 Marines and 1 stand of Terminators with their bolter volleys. This side of the board is activated, and there is going to be a lot of shooting going into this company and Dorn and his Terminators. So in a flurry of blows, last cannons, bolter rounds, autocannon shells, it's not looking too hot over here. The company that ran back to help, they're able to open up fire on some infantry here. They're able to kill 2 stands. Ordinatus Angry Crab is going to fire again at this company over here. And this is what remains. The company in the center is able to advance forward and assault and take the fortress and knock out 1 predator in the process. The Filers have charged and taken out a couple of squads of Marines. The heavy artillery is fired over here and taken out some more Marines of this line company. Since it's the last activation of the the fists are done activating, the Iron Warrior is going to activate all of the Marines in this side of the board. We'll see what's left. And the answer is absolutely nothing is left. Oh, Lord! And that ends turn 3. And at this point, we're going to do a flyover to show what's left. But I believe that all the Imperial Fists that are left are just going to go to ground. With the loss of most of his chapter, Dorn sits in the wreck of a predator in an impotent rage. While Dorn calls for Perturbo to come out and face him, Perturbo's sitting nicely, surrounded by his automaton saying, "Nah." Thank you everybody for coming by and watching my rendition of the Iron Cage. From this point the story goes on that the Imperial Fists are stuck on the planet for another 6 weeks fighting for their lives until they are relieved by the Ultramarines. The Iron Warriors leave the planet and they retreat back to the Eye of Terror, where they join with Abaddon, every one of his Black Crusades. Again, thank you all for coming by and watching the video, and I hope to see you next time.